Joel J. Caccus Sr., also known as Joe Waverly, born April 9, 1941, is a New York City mobster and former consigliere of the Colombo crime family. He was convicted of murder and was recently released from a federal prison. Career Caccus is close friends with Colombo capo Luca DiMatteo and former acting boss Victor Arena. Caccus was involved in extortion, illegal gambling, and the hijacking and selling of truckloads of cigarettes. Caccus married Vita Rose Caccus and they had one child, Jojo Caccus, Jr. Jojo was reportedly a member of the Colombo family and was allegedly involved in labor racketeering before his death from a heart attack on January 1, 2015. On December 20, 1976, Joel Caccus Sr. was ambushed by three robbers near his florist shop in Sheepshead Bay, Brooklyn. After being shot in the chest, Caccus wrestled a handgun from one of the robbers, and shot and killed an assailant. The remaining robbers fled the scene. The critically wounded Caccus drove to a local police station with the robber's body in the backseat. Walt Hit in early 1987, imprisoned Colombo boss Carmine Persico ordered Caccus to kill federal prosecutors William Walt and Rudy Giuliani. Persico believed that Walt, who had helped prosecute Persico, had been disrespectful to the Cosa Nostra. Killing a prosecutor was normally forbidden in Cosa Nostra tradition, but Persico wanted him murdered anyway. Caccus arranged for brothers Vincent and Eddie Carnini to murder Walt. Caccus gave the two hitmen a piece of paper with the name Walt on it. However, Walt's father, George Walt, was an administrative law judge and shared his son's office. The gunman thought he was the target. On March 20, 1987, the Carninis shot and killed George Walt Sr. in a laundromat near his home. Furious at the Walt murder, the heads of the other New York, 5 families demanded that the Colombos kill the Carnini brothers. An enraged Caccus recruited Lucchese crime family member Carmine Variale and Bonanno crime family associate Frank Santoro to eliminate the Carninis. In June 1987, both Carnini brothers were found dead in the back seats of their cars in Brooklyn. Concerned about the loyalty of his assassins, Caccus decided to murder them also. At the Carninis' funeral, Caccus allegedly pointed out Variale and Santoro to a second pair of hitmen. In September 1987, Variale and Santoro were murdered outside a Brooklyn social club in broad daylight. This extraordinary caution helped to temporarily conceal Caccus's involvement in the Walt murder. Also in 1987, Caccus was involved in the unrelated murder of former New York Police Department, NYPD officer Carlo Antonino. Colombo War. Despite the Walt fiasco, Caccus's brutal reputation gained him a large following among his men. One family member supposedly commented, "With Joe dealing the cards, you never know where the next card is coming from, the top or the bottom or the middle of the deck." Following the Carnini murders, Eddie Carnini's widow, Kim T. Kenug, moved in with Caccus and later married him. They soon separated and Kim divorced him. In January 1991, during the 1990s Colombo War, Caccus attempted to kill Gregory Scarpa, a hitman aligned with the Persico faction. Caccus was a supporter of temporary acting boss Victor Arena, who was challenging Carmine Persico for control of the family. Caccus drove up next to Scarpa's car in Sheepshead Bay and fired at him several times. Scarpa escaped unharmed. On February 26, 1992, the two mobsters shot at each other again outside a social club in the same neighborhood. Two gunmen in a parked station wagon fired 14 shots at Caccus as he was visiting his dry cleaner. Although wounded in the stomach, Caccus drew a handgun and exchanged shots with the men. Colombo enforcer Greg Scarpa later boasted about participating in the Caccus murder attempt. As the Colombo War progressed, Caccus switched sides to the Persico faction, which ultimately won. Prisoned on January 23, 2003, Caccus was indicted for the murders of Antonino, Walt, Variale, and Santoro. On August 13, 2004, Caccus pleaded guilty to charges of extortion, illegal gambling and the 4 murders. On September 8, 2004, Caccus was sentenced to 20 years in prison at the federal Supermax prison in Florence, Colorado. Caccus was later transferred to the United States Penitentiary in Beaumont, Texas. On December 18, 2008, Caccus was charged with ordering the 1997 murder of New York Police Department officer Ralph Dawes. According to the indictment, Caccus felt humiliated that Dawes, a Latino, had recently married Caccus's ex-wife Kim. Caccus allegedly ordered Colombo Capo Dino Calabro and Soldier Dino Saraceno to murder Dawes. On August 25, 1997, Calabro and Saraceno allegedly ambushed Dawes outside his Brooklyn home and killed him. On November 26, 2013, a jury acquitted Caccus on the Dawes murder charge. As of November 2016, Caccus is imprisoned at the Tucson Federal Correctional Institution in Tucson, Arizona. He was later transferred to the low-security FCI Ashland in Kentucky. His projected release date is May 24, 2020. Several months prior, he was moved to a halfway house in New York. References. Further reading: Sifakis, Carl. The Mafia Encyclopedia. New York, Da Capo Press, 2005. ISBN 0-8160-5694-3. The United States Attorney's Office, Eastern District of New York. Archived from the original on August 20, 2006.